Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Eileen, and for today we're going to be doing a natural makeup look from the drugstore. A lot of these products I've used for quite some time now and have fallen in love with them. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so I did my skincare and eyebrows off camera as usual. If you want to know what I have on my eyebrows, I will list it down in the description box below, including everything else that I use. So first step to our makeup routine is to prime our face. And what I like to prime my face with is e.l.f.'s Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. So this will ensure that your makeup goes on smoothly and it'll minimize the look of your pores. And just mainly spread that on my T-zone and just focus it on wherever you have the largest pores, just so your makeup sits really nicely on top. We're gonna wait for this to dry down for 30 seconds, just so we don't have the primer slipping and sliding. Now that we got the primer on, what we're gonna do is spray our face. I always like to go in with e.l.f.'s Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. If you've watched any of my videos before, you already know how much I love this setting mist. It just really hydrates your skin and makes your face look flawless. It's only 10 bucks and I love this thing. I also have a backup. So I'm just gonna go in and spray my face. So I know this might look really weird for a natural makeup routine, but I actually like to do underpainting, and that just basically means that you're gonna put your blush, bronzer, concealer on before you actually put in your foundation. So we're gonna go in and do the underpainting technique, but only with the bronzer. So I'm gonna use Milani's new Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. This one just came out and I've already used it and tested it. It works really well. It's very creamy. I love the pigment on this, and I also love the way it glides smoothly onto your skin. There's no patchiness, so if you're in for a really good cream bronzer, I would suggest you go in with Milani's. So we're gonna go in and I'm gonna use e.l.f.'s Complexion Duo Brush. Tap that bronzer and then go on the back of my hand. And you guys can see what a beautiful bronzy color this is and how pigmented it is. So I'm gonna go in and just bronze the face now. And you could actually go in heavy with this step, only because you're gonna cover it back up with concealer and whatever foundation you end up using. I would suggest you try this technique out. It's a known technique, but if you haven't tried it, try it. I think it works really well for a natural makeup routine. Even though it looks like it's gonna take a long time, it really isn't, because you're not gonna spend that much time blending out your makeup. This will ensure that you have a bronzed look, but that it's actually blended in and looks seamless on your skin. Just apply this wherever you're gonna apply your cream bronzer. I put it on my cheeks, on my forehead, and underneath my jawline. It doesn't have to be perfect right now, just get it on your face. Don't even worry about it. So you can actually apply your cream blush or your liquid blush right now, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go in and use e.l.f.'s Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade Fair and apply this all over my face. If you want a really glowy face product, this is really nice and very affordable. It's usually $14 on their website, but if you go to Ulta and buy this and you spend $15, you could get $3.50 off. So it makes it really affordable. And before we go in and blend this all out, we're gonna apply NYX's Bare With Me Concealer Serum in the shade Vanilla. I love this concealer as well. I'm just gonna go in and apply that underneath my eyes, a little bit on my nose, some on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I'm just gonna go in and blend my face with e.l.f.'s Beauty Sponge. You wanna make sure you blend this all the way down to your neck or wherever your shirt finishes. Mine finishes here. And apply a little bit more on my chest before I blend my concealer out. And this will also give you a really glowy looking chest, but a natural glowy chest. Like, look how pretty that looks. It doesn't look like I have glitter on, it just looks like I have really healthy, dewy skin. So with all that said, let's go blend our concealer. As you can tell, the skin is looking really natural and the bronzer is still peeking through. Like when I go back, you can see that it's still showing up, but it's not crazy. It just looks really natural and flawless. And that's what you want for a natural makeup routine. Before I go in and set my face, I'm gonna go in with e.l.f.'s liquid blush in the shade Peachy Perfect. This shade looks gorgeous if you have fair skin. They also have other colors as well. So if you have a darker skin tone than I do, they have various shades that are gonna look gorgeous on you. And I'm gonna apply a little bit on my eyelids as well and a little bit on my lips, just because that's gonna give you a nice monochromatic natural makeup look. To set the face, we're gonna go in with Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I love this. This is extremely affordable. I think it's like $3 something. And it sets your face beautifully and gives you a brighter under eye. So I like to use this powder on a regular basis. So we're gonna go in and blend our under eye creases first and then go right in and just set your face. You could use a powder puff as well, but for today, since it's more natural, we're gonna use a brush. This is from Real Techniques. It is their setting brush. So first, I'm gonna go in and blend away the creases under my eyes and set it with the brush. You wanna tap so you don't put too much powder on your face. Now I'm gonna go in and just hide the pores with a little bit of powder. As you can see, I do have pores. Everybody has pores. It's natural, but if you want a more flawless look and you don't want your pores to show as much, you take a little bit of the powder. This one works really well. And I just like to go in and set the face very gently. I just want to show you guys up close what this looks like. Do you see the difference? Like, wow. So I'm just gonna go in and set that part as well. Gonna do the same thing on this side. The chin. Smile lines. A little bit on the nose. And just a little bit right over here. So far, so good. For blush, we're gonna also use Milani's Baked Blush in the shade Dolce Pink. And we're gonna apply that on our cheeks and very little on our nose as well. I like to do the liquid and the powder blush because number one, your makeup's gonna stay so much longer. And two, when you use a baked product like this, your face is gonna glow. I know we just took some of that away with the powder, but that was to set our face and to hide the pores. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring more color back to our face and add a little bit of sheen so our face looks healthy and glowy. So I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush right here, gonna dab into the Milani blush, and you always wanna make sure you tap out the excessive product and then go on your face. You honestly don't have to use powder blush if you don't want to. This extra step is just gonna ensure your makeup stays on your face, the blush isn't gonna fade, and we don't need highlighter now. We're good. We're gonna use that same blush. Take a fluffy brush and you're just gonna apply that same blush used on your face into your crease. And what that's gonna do is provide a seamless blend and make your eyes look glowy without using eyeshadow. Like once you do this step, you don't need eyeshadow. And you could bring it down to your lids as well. For today, I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit more. If you want an extra pink look, you could go in and use your fingers. That looks stunning as well. But for now, we just want just a little bit of a sheer wash on our eyes. Let's put a little bit underneath our lash line. You know what, just for like an extra hint of brightness, we're gonna take Colourpop's Super Shock eyeshadow in the shade Tassel, and we're just gonna apply that in the inner corners. I'm gonna use my finger, and I'm just gonna lightly dab that in the inner corners, just to give my eyes more awake look. Now that our eyeshadow look is complete, what I'm gonna do is apply the smallest wing right at the corners of my eyes. And you can skip this step if you're not into liquid liner. You could also do it with an eyeshadow, but I'm gonna go in with liquid liner and just give my eyes the smallest wing ever. Well, not the smallest wing ever, but you know what I mean, like a small natural wing. Okay, so clearly this isn't the smallest wing, so I'm just gonna clean it up. When things like this happen, I just take my Bioderma micellar water, and I just take a Q-tip, and I kind of just get a little bit on the Q-tip, create a pointed tip, and just wipe. So as you see, this kind of took off a little bit of our makeup. But to fix that, we're just gonna take our concealer, and I'm just gonna lightly dab a little bit on. And that's how you fix your eyeliner when you completely butcher it and you make it longer than you should have. Back to the eyeliner. Bring that to the middle center of my eyes, and then flick it ever so slightly. And we're gonna do this eye. Okay, we got our baby wings on. Now for mascara, I'm gonna use L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in the shade Carbon Black. I love this mascara. You could also use Maybelline Sky High mascara in the shade Brown. That looks lovely as well for every day, but I was kind of feeling the black one. So as you see, I'm moving my lashes that way and then pulling them right back. So what that does is ensures that your other eyelashes get coated as well towards the end and lengthens them. So if you have trouble applying mascara to the corners of your eyes and you feel like they're not as long, I would just suggest you pull them in the opposite direction and then pull them right back, and you're gonna see how much that lengthens your eyelashes. As you can tell, I did it with this eye, but I didn't do it with this eye. And you could see the length and a little bit of more volume on this side. A little tip from me to you, if you get mascara on your lids, just wait for a little bit of time, like give it a minute, let it dry out, and then go in with like a spoolie and just brush it away like that. Because if you go in and try to use micellar water or just a makeup remover, you're gonna ruin your entire makeup. So just go in and just get a spoolie and just brush that out, because that's gonna make sure that it flakes off really nicely and doesn't smear everywhere on your face, because that's not what we want when we're rushing and wanna do a natural makeup look, okay? So we got our eyes done. So onto the lips. We're gonna go in with Milani's Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade number 4, All Natural. This is one of my favorite lip liners, not only because it's long lasting, but because I feel like it complements my lip shade so much. Like I could overline my lips with this and get away with it, as opposed to doing it with like a dark brown. This looks way more natural and nicer on my lips. So we're gonna go in and line our lips with the lip liner. So we're just gonna take that and line our lips. And I'm just shading it in, kind of contouring my lips. And you could leave your lips just like this. If you want it to last a little longer, since we have a liquid blush on, you could take your powder that you have, a little bit of tissue right on your lip, like a thin tissue, and then get a fluffy brush, get some powder, and just stamp it right on the tissue, and you're gonna notice it's gonna mattify your lip look and it's gonna last much longer. To add a little bit of extra color to my lips, I'm gonna go in again with Milani's blush, and I'm just gonna swirl my finger in there and just tap that. Okay, so this is what the makeup is looking like right now. It looks pretty natural, but it looks done. It looks like you put on makeup and you're ready for the day. As I'm looking at my face, I noticed that this part is a little bit too shiny for my liking. So I'm just gonna powder the center of my face. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. This is the kind of makeup look I want to do if I want to look more put together and put in the effort to actually do something with my eyes, since we have eyeliner going on. A lot of these products I genuinely love and use on a regular basis, so I thought what better way to show you a natural makeup look from the drugstore that I've actually used and tested out for God knows how long, and that I really love. I don't want to show you guys products that I don't care about. I want you guys to put your money where it's worth it. And please let me know if you guys like this look and like drugstore makeup in general, because I really love drugstore makeup and finding out good gems from the drugstore. So again, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you, and you're always welcome to give me suggestions on what you want to see next and what you're looking for from me, so that I can provide that to you as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye!